Hello everyone and welcome back to Renowned Explorers, where we were about to do our campfire. Let's see what we have here. Field research, of course, we've been working on that. 20 study right now, 4 per level of naturalist, that's pretty good. And we may consider taking that right now. 5 encounter, 8 collect, or 20 collect and 20 study because we have a level 5 athlete. That is pretty good. Yeah, that's really good. That's actually better than field research right now. Yeah. We will keep field research, and we're going to use Ultimate Athlete. Ivan ranks among the best athletes that currently walk the earth. Ivan's fitness and strength are great, and has delivered the crew many opportunities and great wealth. The crew is proud to have Ivan on their side. 20 collect and 20 study. Yeah, if you can manage to do that every time, I'll be very proud to have you on my side. Alright, well, I guess I can hope this is the hut, and see if we can collect enough supplies on our way there to have 7 again. There's 3 supply nodes right here in a row, so who knows? Maybe. Okay, 2 supplies there. Alright. Unfortunately, it just put us back at 8, which isn't exactly, you know, making progress. There's a status node there. I'm trying to remember what the voodoo hut was supposed to have. I thought it was supposed to be an empty node. That had a lot of paths to and from it. But let me check that. I have notes here. I wrote this down somewhere. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, let's see. Okay, here it is. So, 7 supplies, right. You need to look for a blank node with many connections. That's all I really know about it. Well, okay, so it's probably not this one up here then, is what I was hoping. I was hoping it was going to be this one, if it had a status next to it, but apparently not. Apparently it's just a blank node with many connections. Alright. Well, my only other guess is that it might be this one. I mean, because that does fulfill all the criteria, but our chances of having 7 supplies when we get to it are very low. In fact, almost 0. There are some sleeping voodoo pirates who made up camp, probably tired from digging treasures. You might steal some of their possessions. We'd like to steal their supplies, if we can. 4 supplies, actually that might do it. I'm going to use a tool for that. Because it gives us another chance to gain a treasure we have not had, and that, to me, is worth a tool. Especially since we have another one anyway. So not so bad. Okay, nice. So we're up to 10. So this would take us down to 8, and then 7. So if this is it, we can do it right here. That was perfect. It'll only be more perfect if this is actually the voodoo hut. All right, here we go. Nothing. Well, all right, we gave it our best shot, right? That's all we can say. And it's very possible that does not spawn very often. I just don't know. Oh, Emilia found an emerged snail. Very nice. And 2 treasure hunt for it. We will definitely take that. That's going to help us out a lot. That snail is worth 3 treasure by itself. Very good. And yeah, let's go ahead and start heading toward the end, because we are running a little low on supplies after all of that work running around trying to get a whole bunch of it. As you walk through this island's jungle, Padrino starts to hear whispers while nobody else does. Eventually, Padrino starts to become insane. Someone needs to make Padrino snap out of it by talking. We don't have a diplomat. But yeah, let's use a tool here and see if we can get him to snap out of it with Emilia. Yeah, there we go. Emilia talks to Padrino, who calms down after a while. Padrino explains the jungle had started talking, saying they wanted Padrino to come with them underwater. That's probably the crabs, Padrino. That's probably crabs talking to you. Remember, you don't like crabs. Yeah, that's a thing. A group of voodoo monkeys blocking the road. Okay. And then we'll go to the end after this one. We'll take 1 debuff, but I was willing to do that to see what this event was. Okay, here we go. Mood Switcher and Mr. and Mrs. Friendly. Well, Mr. and Mrs. Friendly should be decently easy to pull off. Mood Switcher, a bit more difficult. Yeah, okay, let's buff up Padrino here, because he has a very good party time over on this corner. Hopefully that will take them all out. Ooh, 2 of the 3, not too bad. And we'll go over here. And I want to get Mood Switcher, so I'm going to hit one of these guys just to switch it back to aggressive real quick. That does mean that we take the debuff on our turn, which is unfortunate, but waiting would have meant being in aggressive for longer near the end of the combat, which would have been bad. Now, fortunately, the monkeys decided to switch to aggressive anyway, so we actually didn't get the debuff that I was expecting to, which is, I mean, nice of them. And we're just going to go straight back to friendly as soon as possible. We should be able to do it, hopefully, this turn? Yes, we should be able to do it this turn. I say that because we need 5 friendly pips. And we can definitely kill this monkey, so that's 2 friendly pips right there. And then that other monkey over in the corner that's a little low, hopefully we can take him out. So we'll get 1 more from Emilia's attack here. There we go, so that's up to 3, and then 2 more when Ivan finishes them off. Puts us back at 5, puts us back into friendly, which will give us both Mood Switcher, and once we're done here, the first point of Mr. and Mrs. Friendly. And we have caught up to Rival O, I'd like to point out. I know there's going to be a lot of you that were kind of suspicious that we could even make this team work, and I don't blame you. It looks kind of sketchy there, and it still does. But we are catching up faster than he is making ground on us. Part of that is we finally got our paper to get treasure hunts with treasures, and we finally started getting treasures in addition to that. And that has made a big difference. Alright. And Emilia loses some speech defense. Alright, let's go to the end. Base of the Ghost Pirate Captain Roche. Very well. We have to distract some of his pirates. And your chances for doing that are based on either an aggressive distraction or a peaceful distraction. The peaceful distraction relies on a survivalist, which we have. So Pedrino's going to go fire a flare gun in the jungle. The voodoo pirates notice the flare and rush toward the location. Meanwhile, Pedrino rushes safely toward the other crew members. Captain Roche is standing in the middle of the encampment, and only a few voodoo pirates have remained behind. Time to confront him. Who are you? Was it you who caused this chaos? You look like Spanish dogs to me. And we will tell him who you are and ask who he is very politely. I am Captain Roche. When I was younger, I was tortured by the Spanish. I swore my revenge and started plundering their ships. Eventually, we heard of this island and they could make you immortal, but it turned out to be a curse as well. Once every 50 years, we come back to the civilized world and we pillage. No one will stop us, not even you. Well, I disagree with that on principle, but we'll see whose convictions are stronger, right? Hopefully, it's ours. that's what we want it to be. We want it to be ours. All right. Okay, here now. The pirate himself, the pirate captain himself, Roche, is very dangerous and cannot be hurt at all by physical attacks. So, he's actually getting a buff to his speech defense right now. I wonder from what? Extra speech defense when close to allies. Okay, interesting. So he's near 2 allies, so he gets speech defense. Interesting. So we definitely want to get rid of those allies. I wonder if Pedrino can get a really nice party time off here. Yes, he can. But we should buff him up first. You know what? We should buff him up, and then we should make the party devious. Because that gives him 6 extra speech defense. So, did you notice that this is the character that Pedrino was going to do the most to? So if I use Primal Roar here, that should allow Pedrino to take out this guy, hopefully take out her as well, and do some decent damage to Roche all at the same time. Just like that. Pretty good. And that was with Roche having a resistance to excited attacks. He still took that much damage. And we got our special quest already. Okay, and now we can just work on Roche for a little bit. He is spawning more pirates, of course, but we're not real concerned about that yet. Let's see, what is his resistances like, Roche? Resistant to confident. Okay. No problem. We're not interested in making him confident. We're interested in making him joyful. That's so nice of us, isn't it? We're just nice people. This is kind of a very nice group. Pedrino just likes to party. Ivan wants to be a missionary, and Emilia is just a nerd who wants to look up plants. It's a very calm and welcoming party we have here. Not like that Fei Lin person or that Hojo person who claim to be nice, and they have these hidden sides that are full of murder and ambition. That's right. That's what I said. Phelan is full of murder and ambition. I think that's a pretty fair descriptor of her. I think we're going to finish off Roach right here. This was a very, very easy fight. The beginning enemies there were stacked up very nicely for Badrino, which helped. Okay. And we got Mr. and Mrs. Friendly as well. Your friendly approach has proven its worth. Very good. What have I become? A vengeance-seeking ghost pirate. I think I should finally let it go after all this time, and I have you guys to thank for that. I will leave you a reward for your troubles. Captain Roche has left us a present. His captain's hat. Not only is this an item worth putting in a museum, it will also be proof of your diplomatic meeting with Captain Roche. And there we are. What do we want? 4 collect for each level of athlete. That's pretty good. Or just 2 to 4 gold from collect. Or 2 treasure hunt. So normally I would take the 2 to 4 gold from collect, given that we have 29 collect tokens. But 2 treasure hunt is more valuable to us right now for the treasure hunt spotter. And what do you know? That's actually going to tie us up with Rivalo. Not bad, considering 1 episode ago, he had nearly double our tokens. Now, we're not winning, but we're tied. Tied is better than losing. I mean, it's progress, right? I mean, a good amount of treasures there, too. That'll be worth a lot of insight. 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, wow. So, yeah, we're going to get 6 insight from that. Just from this expedition. A good amount of gold. That'll be enough for us to get something from the secret shop, which is great. Nice status, really good research. This was a very good expedition for us. Much better than our previous ones have been. Almost 2,000 gold. Emilia, you have time for one last expedition before the Emperor chooses whom to grant his blessing to. This is your last chance to gain more porcelain points than Ravelo. Alright, Ravelo doesn't have to show his points anymore, and he gets extra points for dealing with some llamas. So he's now 8 points ahead of us. Alright, we are going to agree to take a 5-star challenge, definitely. And we can unlock a job. I'm going to unlock Beijing. Definitely Beijing. Yes? It is Beijing, right? I'm pretty sure it's Beijing that I want. 1 second, let me check my notes here. Is it Beijing or is it Timbuktu? I think it's Beijing. Beijing. Yes, Beijing. Alright, there we go. Okay, Beijing is important, because that is the place that allows us to spend influence, and we have 12 of them for treasure hunts, if we would like to. That is going to be a big deal. Okay, Tranquility gains 50% healing power, or Tranquility deals damage to enemies, although it is reduced by 50%. Both of these are quite good. The extra healing is great. The damage is nice. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take the damage. She already heals for nearly all of our HP, so we'll just let her do some damage as well. Alright, and what else? What do we want to unlock here? We have 800 research. That's enough for about 2 or 3 papers. We could unlock 2 study whenever we enter a nature challenge. Meh. We will enter a lot of nature challenges in the Lost Islands, so that might be worth considering, actually. Which challenges? Upgrade entourage halls cost less, or more research from encounters. So yeah, we will take this, I think. Plus, we can get +2 study when spending insight, which wouldn't be bad. Although we're unlikely to use that much. We could grab some supplies, extra supplies for each master research field, so that would give us 2 extra supplies. Or we could grab a psychology barter to give 4 supplies there, but we'd have to pay for them. We could also choose an emotion to have a stronger effect and choose joy, since all of us have that. That actually might be the way to go. I don't know what effect joy gives you, but that could be very powerful. You know what, let's do that just to check, because I'm curious. Excited. Excited opponents gain... Oh, that's insane. Excited opponents gain -25 speech defense. That's great. Yeah, we're going to take that. And we will take the barter helpers, and we will consider buying those. In fact, we probably should just buy them, huh? Where are they? There they are. That's going to make... Oh, we don't actually have enough. But that's going to make the last island a little bit easier, having those 3 extra at least. I would like to get that last one as well. Might be able to. We'll see. Probably will be, because treasure hunts give us some status. And I do want to spend some insight on treasure hunts. And in fact, I will do so probably right now. Ooh, good. Padrino gives us the most by a lot. Now, there's a reason besides just this quest that I'm trying to get treasure hunts here. And the other reason is for our secret shop. I would love to be able to afford some defensive items for more than one member of our party. And with 3,000, we can already afford a defensive item for 2 members of our party, which is nice. And that gives us, of course, 8 more points from Treasure Hunt Spotter, which is just nice. Alright, let's go to the secret shop, actually. Actually, no. First, let's buy that last barter before I forget. There we go. Now, secret shop. And I do definitely want to get the epic survivalist armor. However, I normally want to give Padrino boots, and these are not boots, clearly. So, and Padrino already has tracking, doesn't he? No, he doesn't, actually. No, okay. We could give it to Padrino. We could. Alright, let's just do that. There we go. That gives Padrino a massive defenses, and his last survivalist perk that he needs. And we still have enough that we could give Ivan Athlete Powerhouse, but he already has it. Never mind. We could give Engineer Steam Engines to Emilia. That would be nice. Yeah, let's do that. Let's give Engineer Steam Engines to Emilia. And this keeps us where we were before, where Ivan is very, very good. Or, no, sorry, now it's not Ivan, now it's Padrino. Padrino is very good as our defensive tank against aggressive attacks, but Emilia, not Emily, Emilia is our defensive tank against speech attacks, which is interesting. And we do have a little bit more gold left. There's our points for Survivalist. Not much, because Rival got to it way before we did, but that's the way it goes. And we have 7 insight. That is enough that we could get more treasure hunts. And I think I'm going to do just that. And we're going to save the renown we're getting, or the status we're getting for this as well, because I would like to pick up 1 or 2 specialty entourages if we can afford to. And I think we will be able to afford at least 1. And back up to near 1,000 gold as well. Very close to it, in fact. And there's 9 more points for Treasure Hunt Spotter. Very good. Okay, let's go to, where to first? Let's check out the secret shop one more time. No, the secret shop's not going to do anything for us. Let's check and see if there are any items we want to give people to help out their talent. For instance, I would love to have, if we're going to the boss that I would like to go to, we could really use a good engineer, and our engineer right now is not great. 3 levels is not impressive. Is there any items in any of our shops that will help us out on our engineer? We do have the telescope. No, there's something here that does engineer. What is it? It's for engineer automata, I believe. Boomerang. Here it is. Engineer automata perk. That could be good. It's the... Oh, no. Engineer piloting or tinkerer. That's the one to go with. Yes, because we have neither of those. So, binoculars. Ooh, are we going to have enough? Barely, but we do. Okay, that makes her a level 5 engineer, which is actually pretty good. And I would like to pick up 1 more item just to help out around the place. Athlete smashing? We have it already. All right. How about that axe? We were looking at the axe originally. Or the pickaxe. Pickaxe, not the axe. The pickaxe. There it is. Athlete tenacious. And we don't have that. So yeah, let's pick up that. Also gives us 1 more level of Naturalist as a little side bonus. And with our remainder 160, let's just grab a standard defensive item for Ivan, just to help him out a little bit. He's feeling a little left out, I think. There we go. Gives him at least a few defenses. Nowhere near what the rest of our party are, but it will help. And that does leave us with just enough status that we could buy 1 specialty entourage of some sort. And we gotta decide what we want here. I'd love to get a perk of engineer that we don't have already. Oops, wrong button. If that is available. I don't know that it is. Not there, it certainly isn't. Engineer piloting, but I think we did grab that one, didn't we? Yes, we did. What else do we got? Survivalist hunting. We do have hunting. We give it to someone else, of course. Actually, we don't even have enough for that. That's 300. So we're not getting that. And these are all too expensive as well. Okay, so that leaves us with our first shop, essentially. So Rogue, Beguiler, or Naturalist. Or we could afford one of these. We could upgrade and still afford it. Tactician, Diplomat, or Archaeologist. Probably Naturalist. We already have Physics and Biology on Emilia. We could grab a Beguiler perk for Padrino. He doesn't have any Beguiler perks except for the one, so it's not that exciting. Huh. We could just grab the Naturalist perk for Ivan just to fill out having more Naturalist slots, essentially. Or we could get an Archaeology perk, and I think that's the way to go then. So Legends or Architecture, we'll take one of those. Doesn't matter which one, really. How about Legends? Sure. Okay. Well, we used pretty much everything, so let's go ahead and go to our last expedition, and it is going to be the Lost Island. Again, we are going here because I am missing a treasure from the Lost Island, and I'm interested in seeing if we can get it. I do know how to get it, but as people have pointed out, and probably will always point out, it is a very difficult fight. I mentioned at the very beginning of this first episode of this campaign that it is probably the most difficult fight on the Lost Island, and I think that is definitely true. Alright, here we go. We're spotted by some anti-explorers. Let's see what we can do. Now, one thing to keep in mind, we have not bought pretty much anything in terms of aggressive items. We have bought essentially nothing to improve our speech, with the exception of one book for Padrino. Our damage is not going to be high. Let's just put it that way. Our damage is not going to be high. But our defenses are very good. It's just going to be a matter of, can those defenses bear out long enough for us to take out people? And it's an excellent question that I don't know the answer to. We'll see. Alright. Okay, at least we're not taking very much damage, which is good. Should take even less on Emilia. She has all of our defenses for speech. Yep, look how little she took there. Now the final opponent, the boss that we were looking for, tends to switch moods a lot. But that also, just like anything in this game, means there is double the chance for her to be doing speech attacks rather than physical attacks. And from my recollection, she really prefers speech attacks. So that means if we can convince her to attack Emilia, we will be in good shape. However, Emilia is the one member of our party that has no aggro increasing tools. She has aggro reducing tools because she's supposed to be a healer. We've made her into a tank. We'll see how it goes. She does have 123 speech defense. She does not take damage. At least not against speech. That might be the most speech defense I've ever had on a character. It's a lot. Alright, well, that fight went relatively well. It was long compared to a lot of the fights we've had with the anti-explorers, but they did practically nothing to us. I mean, Padrino over there looks like he disagrees, but who cares what he thinks. Alright, you can also take this day off on this private island. Okay, good. We'll do whatever you say. No, we won't. We're gonna go straight for the end. And I actually forgot to end the episode, so I should probably do that. Somewhat awkward. You know what? No. Let's break tradition. Let's go ahead and go to the end of this numbing fog, and then we'll break the episode. Let's see if anything happens in the meantime that's exciting. Probably not, but you never know. Alright, we got some supplies. Cool, that puts us back up to 18, which is actually a lot of supplies. A dog. Okay. This girl is very happy to see some humans again. Poor thing must have been lonely. Her tag reads Regina. You can't just leave a lonely dog here, but your explorer life doesn't give you time to take care of her. So we'll send the dog to Pinkerton. Sure, why not? I think Pinkerton is probably a great character in this universe, because you can just, anything you find that you're just like, I don't think I want this, just send it to Pinkerton. Sure, why not? And if he complains, you can claim that you thought it was worth some renown. And what is he going to do, right? The cause of the rumble must be nearby. What will you find? All right, let's go. Infernal machine. It's being guarded by plenty of anti-explorers. An obvious leader figure notices your arrival. The mysterious man orders everyone in particular soft voice. Barnacles, we've been found. The plan must continue and my identity cannot be revealed. The machine activates a weird force field, out of which the mysterious leader escapes quickly. But before your crew can reach him, the anti-explorers block your path. Alright, let's defend ourselves. Okay. Here we go. What do we want to do here? Okay, doggies. The doggies are kind of scary. They do a lot of damage. She's pretty scary too, because she can stun everyone, which is a little annoying. So I think we'll just hang out over here for a minute. Okay. Yeah, we'll take out this guy and let the other ones sort of traipse around for a minute. If nothing else, that will give time for some of the AoEs that we have to scale up. I don't think Party Time does. No, Party Time does not. But Primal Roar does not as well, actually. So I guess the only one that does is Emilia's heal. Oh well. Alright, there we go. You can see the dogs have little buffs on them right now, so they're very strong, but I think we're out of range of them. And hopefully we'll be able to take them both out on the next turn. Ooh, actually we weren't out of range. Okay. They can go a long distance. I knew that, but that's still longer than I thought. Okay, we were out of range of the sniper though, which is good. And we can actually party time here if we wanted to. We can, let's see. Let's heal up Pedrino and buff him up a little bit. And yeah, party time. Ooh, wasn't enough to quite take anyone out. That's kind of unfortunate. Yeah, okay, I guess we'll just, we'll finish off one of the dogs here. Okay. We might lose Pedrino here. Ooh, very close. Did not, but it was close. But we have Emilia, and Emilia now does damage with her AoE. So, not much damage, mind you. But hey, it contributes. It actually didn't contribute very much at all. That would have been a good example of a time where we probably would have been better served with the 50% extra heal for Pedrino there, as opposed to the damage. You gotta try things like that occasionally, why not? And we'll just finish off the dog, and then I'll just leave the sniper remaining. There we go. And let's move him out of the way so the other members can get to this gal. She is partially immune to excited attacks, but between the three of us, hopefully we can still get her out. Maybe not. Well, if she sticks around one more turn, she probably won't be able to do much about it. We can always choose to heal Pedrino here instead. Yeah, let's do that. Just to make sure she can't take Pedrino out. The safer choice. Well, okay. I mean, I could always just to be annoying, let's just come up here and heal. Like, yep, alright, just keep shooting us. We're gonna heal more than the damage you do every turn. Stun the healer. Good call. That's typically good practice, is getting rid of the healer first. But this does allow the DPS to sort of gang up on you. Alright, and there we go. We didn't get our mood switcher. That's unfortunate, but that's okay. Friendly approach proven its worth, and the anti-explorers are confused. I don't know what to believe anymore. Most explorers are greedy people who leave a trail of destruction, but Emilia seems genuinely nice. She is. She's a very nice person. They sit quietly evaluating their life decisions. You appear to be trapped in a force field. The machine is generating it. Let's approach it with engineering caution. We do have a good engineer now. 95%. Very good. Come on, Emilia. Push the right button. It's that simple, right? Maybe not. It was close. Emilia does pull the right trigger, however, and pushes the right buttons. The machine makes a weird noise, and the force field disappears. You also found a machine full of supplies. So we get 5 supplies, which brings us back up to almost full. The oscillator, and some study and collect. And, 3 secrets or 10 study. Yeah, let's take 10 study. We're getting renown from study, so why not? The 3 secrets aren't going to help us that much. And there goes the fog. Alright, and this is where we're going to call it quits. We will look next time at the boss we would like to check out. And I bet that between mapping the island and checking out the boss, and defeating the boss, hopefully, that we are going to have more than enough time to fill another episode. It is worth pointing out, by the way, that we could have just ended the campaign right here. We could have just said, okay, we're done. We probably would have had more points than Rivalo, and we probably would have won. But we wouldn't have gotten a new treasure, and that was the whole point of this campaign. That was the whole point of this weird team. That was the whole point of everything, and we haven't gotten lucky yet. So, instead, we are going to explore this island. They're showing us where all the 3 bosses are, and we are going to try and figure out, well, what we can do to get a new treasure. And we'll do that campfire next time. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please leave a like on the video if you did enjoy it. Subscribe if you want to see more in the future. And otherwise, I will see you next time in Renowned Explorers. Goodbye.